Thanks for checking out 3D Products. I'm Donald Williams. We're going to show you how to detail this chrome rim using just 3 simple steps. We're actually even going to headline it here with the Nitro Seal product. The Nitro Seal is a sealant that will protect this for a longer time. It'll help repel a lot of the brake dust. It'll actually keep a lot of these water spot marks from getting on here and just get that nice expensive look that you're looking for, especially on these type of rims. You spent a pretty penny on these, you want to make sure they're taken care of. So the first thing that you want to do, I like to have forced air when I'm cleaning this. First thing you'll want to do is take your BDX. Now BDX is safe for your alloy, chrome, painted surfaces. It's not going to stain. You want to make sure that you do it in a cool surface so that you have a little bit more open time and working time. And you'll want to take and spray this on here. Now BDX does not have the most pleasant of scents, so when you get it, don't think it's rotten. And we're going to spray it all over the rim here to make sure we get rid of the brake dust. And we're going to watch it instantly. It starts to melt down all the rust. I'm going to wait till it turns purple and kind of starts to settle. Now this is safe for your garage floor, for your driveway, your shop floor. It's not an acid. So it'll do a really good job cleaning. It's very gentle on you. It's actually perfect. You can use your finger on it. It's not going to harm your skin. Now it's settled up. We see that all the purple stopped moving. We're going to take 3D waterless product here. We're going to kind of use it to rinse off all the BDX, and then it'll also create a little bit of a shine. Takes the rust right off the disc, right off the caliper. Now you're just going to take it and you're going to wipe it down. Now this rim is nice because it's got wide spokes, so we don't have to really use a tree. And really, a lot of guys would like to take these off to give them a detail, but it's got so much room in here that you're really not necessary to have to mess with taking off the rim, maybe scraping the aluminum or messing up the lug nuts. You know, anything you can do stationary without having to move it, I suggest you do it. Now you've taken and detailed the rim, you've removed all the dirt, you've basically decontaminated it with BDX. If you feel that you need to clay it, that's all up to you, but at this point, there's no feeling of having any contaminants on here. We're going to take and now we're going to open up our Nitro Seal package. Now Nitro Seal in the box comes with 1 microfiber towel. This is for the wipe off. Comes with the directions on how to use it, which it's pretty darn easy. 2 pads, part A. This is the base coat, and part B. This is the top coat. This is the part that creates the strength. This is the part that creates the shine. It's pretty easy to compare. A with the black pad, applicator pad, and B with the red applicator pad. So we color coordinated it so that you can always keep the products together. They start to activate once they touch one another. You want to give yourself about an hour from the time you put it on to let it sit and turn. So we're going to show you how to use it real quick. It doesn't take a whole lot of product. You just want to make sure you coat it all and make sure that part A flashes completely, which takes about 10-15 minutes, and then you apply part B to go right on top, and then you let them bond together and let them sit together for about 45 minutes. It'll be good to go. And then you wipe it right off. So let's start off with part A. Now it does come with rubber gloves. We're going to use these for the sake of the show. I also want to make sure if anybody has any allergens to any Monton wax or anything like that, you're covered. Can't imagine there's that many people allergic to it, but hey, some people are hydrophobic, you know, allergic to water. You never know. All right. A little bit of a shake. Now these are packed in nitrogen. Once they're open, you have 30 days to use them, and they start to lose strength after that. Okay, so we're going to start from the back. We're going to move forward. Don't put it on the brakes, on the calipers, or on the rotors. You want to make sure that, or the brake discs, you want to make sure you keep it off there, mostly for liability purposes. Also, it's just going to wear right off, so there's really no reason to do it. Now with this, you're going to take and go 3 small drops. We'll do 4, just because of the way I did it. 4 small drops, and we're gonna start in the back. Moving our way up. Let's make sure we get it all. Be careful when you're dealing with any of the metal. You don't want to cut yourself. Always make sure you have the proper safety, and you look at your job ahead of time to make sure that you don't do anything that might be a little careless. Those 4 drops are giving me a lot of life here. You'll see, put it on there, we still have a little bit left. I'm just gonna do 1 drop in the center just to make sure I have enough. I'm gonna go through and get into all, forcing into the nooks and crannies here, the outside, edges. Now, if you want to do a brush, you're more than welcome to. I just think you'll use too much product when you do that. Make sure you get that coating in there really good. Now, this is not a product that you have to be extremely careful with when applying, because you're not going to get any streaks from it. It is self-leveling. It has on regular paint, your wear and tear is 36 complete washes, which the average person does 2 washes a month. So we can do the math. It's about 1.5 years it's going to work for you. Okay. Now, in some extreme conditions, it may vary. Hurricane weather. The desert heat really isn't that too much. There isn't really that much of an issue. You leave it outside though, under a tree, and you have to wash a lot. This is going to help, you know, protect and keep your paint from getting totally thrashed from doing that. But then again, you know, who knows what type of tree you're under? Only you will know. So go ahead and put that on there. Nice and good. Okay. Make sure you put your lid back on nice and tight. That'll give you a little bit longer life. If you want, you can go ahead and flash it with some air. That'll also help spread around some of it into some of the hard to reach areas. Now, while this is flashing, I'm going to move on to the next rims, and we'll get back to you and we'll show you how to do part B. Now that this is flashed, you can see a haze. That's supposed to be there. Don't panic. Okay. Now that it's completely hazed, it's dry to the touch, we're now going to take part B and our red applicator. Now, this is a Monton-based application. And again, a little goes a long way. We're going to do four drops, okay, with part B. I'm going to start from the back, move all the way to the front. This should definitely cover the whole rim. Pull this down here, and rub it in, make sure you get all of it. Now, what this does is this is going to cross-link and create a strong bond. The longer you can let it sit, the better. Now, this is definitely not a process you want to do out in the sun. It's a process you want to do in a controlled environment. Now, when you're done with it, you want to make sure you definitely squeeze this down nice and tight so that it can preserve it, and hopefully, I mean, you can do quite a few cars with it. You have quite a bit of product there available to you. You use very little for each one of these rims. 4 or 5 lid-sized drops on here. Let it haze, let it sit for about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, and then come back and we'll buff it off. So we're going to go ahead and do the rest of the rims, and we'll get back to you in about 45 minutes. Get this sucker buffed off. Now, again, the longer it sits, the better, but for this particular application, we're just going to wait about 45 minutes. That way you can see how easy it is on, how easy it is off, and then the shine that it gives you when it's done. All right? Now we've waited about 45 minutes, closer to 50. You see there's still a light haze, and it's just going to come off nice and easy. We're going to create that nice luster shine here. Lustrous, brilliant, whatever word you want to talk about or to use to describe it. nice great shine. It'll be a lot easier to clean these, especially because of the spokes, which is always a pain in the butt to go through and clean. I hate doing tires and rims, that's me personally. And just taking, comes right off real easy, creating a really brilliant shine. Okay, just want to make sure as you're doing this you get it all off. Doesn't take, again, I mean, you can tell, doesn't take a whole lot of elbow grease. It's very easy to do. It's just you have to touch it, make sure you get it off. So now you got all the material off, ready for the finishing touches with a little bit of tire dressing. This sucker will be ready to be delivered. We're going to take some 3D part 706 Ultra Protectant. It's a sprayable version. We're going to take and spray it onto the brush here. Make sure you get your brush really good. Get that nice shine. Now you don't want to scrub this in. Just want to let it sit. And you can refer to our video that we've done previous on how to apply Ultra Protectant. And I got it. Don't have anything on there. Got all of the Nitro Seal off. Make sure if I have any dressing on there, clean it up. We're off to deliver this sucker to a very happy customer. Now we appreciate you taking the time to check us out on 3D products and checking out how to properly do a chrome wheel with BDX, waterless car wash, and 3D's Nitro Seal. Also then applying a nice dressing with 3D's Ultra Protectant. We look forward to seeing you on our next episodes. We have an array of videos that are streaming on YouTube, Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter. We look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, I'm Donald Williams with 3D International. See you then.